Hello, welcome to another episode of Sports Talk. Today we're going to break down the UFC that's coming up. What's this? UFC
316.
316.
See, you stopped doing your homework on the UFC.
No, I did my homework. I just don't know what UFC it is.
All right, we're going to start. I'll give our predictions, pretty much. If you want to make some money, you know, always follow my bets. But I recommend don't just bet at all. But anyways, what's it, Vicente or Vicente?
Bet. Trust me, bet. When I tell you who's going to win, you should bet.
What's it?
I can guarantee that money.
Oh, you know you can.
I'm
You
just joking around.
What's it, Vicente or Vicente Luque? What's it?
I don't know. It's Vicente Luque, I believe.
Yeah, okay, Vicente Luque. Actually, take my bets. You know, take my bets. Just don't put your life savings into it.
Bet! It makes the UFC more fun.
Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. Honestly, you know, they're both coming off wins, I believe, if I remember correctly. Vicente Luque I'm taking Vicente Luque on this all day.
Oh, against Kevin Holland?
Yeah, somehow Kevin Holland's the favorite. Don't know why. You know?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. They're both coming off a win?
I think so. I was studying it yesterday, and I remember seeing both of them coming off a win.
I don't know. This is a tough one. Honestly, I don't know this one.
They're like up and down, you know. They win a fight, lose a fight, win.
I'm gonna go Vicente Luque too. I think. I think he's just better, all around better.
Yeah. So
and his ground game is far better, I think, than.
That's what I'm going. Vicente Luque, second round submission.
Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna be, but I think Vicente Luque. But this is a tough one.
Next fight. So we agreed on that one. Batista versus Mix. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who they are.
I don't know who they are. I even tried to search them up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I searched them up. Who are
Actually, I know who Batista is. I know who Batista is. I don't know who Mix is.
Don't worry about anything.
I don't know who Mix is. So this one, I would say go with Mix because he's the favorite. 20-1. You know, that's hard to do. Batista. In fact, don't even do this one. Skip this bet.
I don't know any of these people, so I'm not gonna even make a prediction there.
Alright.
You know what? Actually, I am. I'm gonna go with Batista because his name is Batista. It reminds me of the WWE wrestler. Who's
I know Batista. I've seen him fight before. I'm just seeing the mix that has 20-1. That's all I'm basing it on. But you know, like, who is Mix? You know?
Yeah, who's he beating?
Yeah, Apache Mix. I definitely don't know who that is.
I've never seen him in my life.
I might know who he is.
No, you don't, bro.
Oh, love
it. Oh, no, we may have seen him fight. Yes, so definitely, I think I've seen him fight.
No Love Mix.
Yeah, we have seen him fight.
He's a problem. He's come from a previous champion, I believe, at Bellator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Mix.
Yeah, I'm going to change it up. I was just, I don't know a thing. Now I remember Pachi, man. Yeah, he's winning. He's winning.
You know, sometimes you got to go see the picture, you know. You can't
you can't just go by name.
Yeah.
But
I knew Batista. No, Mix is winning, yeah.
Mix is winning. He only has one loss on his record. He's on a hectic win streak too, I think. And he's going to win.
Yeah, so then next fight, you know, he's a hectic win streak.
He is on a hectic winning streak.
Yeah, probably. He's 20-1.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh, he's winning for sure.
Yeah, I know Pachi Mix.
No, he just beat Magomedov in the last fight. Oh, he's his first fight in the UFC. Yeah. That's how you don't know him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I've seen him fight, but I can't remember who he was. When you mentioned he's Bellator fighter, I'm like, that's where I've seen him. I've seen him fight.
He's been Magomedov.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I remember Pachi Mix. I've seen a few of his fights.
He beat Sergio Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I tell you, you've seen a few of his fights.
See,
you think I don't do my homework. I just gotta sometimes picture
Is he a UFC level fighter, though? That's what you gotta see.
Yeah, yes, he is, but he's 20-1, and I'm gonna change my pick from Batista to Pachi Mix.
When fighters come to the UFC, sometimes they can't perform against those top elite fighters.
You're sounding like you're sounding like Juliana Penne right now.
No, that's not.
You're sounding like Juliana Penne.
I see a lot of Bellator fighters that come over and just average fighters there. But then there's also Bellator and Strikeforce fighters that come champions.
Yeah, look at DC.
Anyways, next fight. Too much on Mix and Batista now. Gastelum and Pfeiffer.
Oh, easy win for Pfeiffer.
Heavy favorite. Yeah, he's gonna win. Gastelum is done. He's just I think here to collect checks.
First of all, I need his hair plug. Because that hairline coming back was vicious.
Oh, Pfeiffer? Yeah.
As the reporter said, that's the biggest comeback in MMA history. But yeah, He's gonna win. Kevin Gastelum's done.
Second biggest,
I think he needs to retire.
Second biggest favorite in the main card.
I think he needs to retire. To be honest,
Let's move
he's
on.
never gonna fight for a championship. I don't know what he's fighting for. He's gonna lose this fight most likely. Yeah, I understand the paycheck, but I think he's gonna lose this fight, and that's it.
Yeah, he's gonna retire.
Probably retire. Or he's gonna get kicked out of the UFC. I'm hoping if he loses, he retires. You know, you'd rather go out on your own.
also has nine knockouts.
Yeah, guaranteed knockout. This is the guaranteed knockout, not just the finish. But Gastelum can take a beating.
Yeah.
That being said, Gastelum can take a beating.
I'm just saying Pfeiffer's winning. The next one, co-main event, bantamweight champion. I honestly forgot yesterday. I thought Julian Pena was not champion.
No, Julian Pena is champion. She beat Raquel Pennington. Who doesn't do their homework now?
No, I'm doing the homework. That fight, I did. I thought Pennington won. That's why I was considering in my head that she's not champion. Because a lot of people thought Pennington won.
That was a close fight. I don't remember the fight now, but that was a close fight.
And Juliana Pena hasn't fought in a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm going Kayla Harrison.
I'm taking this is the biggest favorite, Kayla Harrison, and the Juliana Pena is the biggest underdog on the card, in the main card. But I'm taking Juliana Pena because, like I said, Bellator fighters need to prove themselves, or PFL, wherever she's come from.
That's what I said. You're sounding like Juliana Pena. I'm going Kayla Harrison. I think she is the second best female fighter right now in this division after Amanda Nunes, because Amanda Nunes made her return.
I'm going Juliana Pena by knockout. Third or fourth round, later in the fight.
You wish you knock it out.
No, you gotta understand. Kayla Harrison had to cut a lot of weight to make 135. She probably struggled to make the weight. She's gonna be weak. She's gonna fatigue in the later rounds. Did you see her
in the ceremonial wins where she's back to normal?
Yeah, but she's gonna fatigue in the later rounds. Juliana Pena all day. Take this bet. This will make you the most money. You know what I mean?
It's also going to make you lose the most money.
Right? If you want to follow the loser, follow him.
Kayla Harrison
There's no point of betting Kayla Harrison. You're going to make nothing.
But then don't bet.
No, I believe Juliana Pena's going to win. I believe. In fact, I might bet myself on Juliana Pena.
Alright, okay.
The championship fight. Merab, I can't say his last name. Merab versus Sean O'Malley. Honestly, Merab dominated him the first fight, I believe. I think Sean O'Malley's knocking him out.
You lost your mind.
Sean O'Malley's dead serious. He's not coloring his hair or doing anything anymore.
What does that have to do? Everyone keeps saying that. This is like the third person I've seen that I've spoken to that's like, oh, he's so serious he hasn't colored his hair.
Yeah, he hasn't colored his hair.
Why does that matter?
Of course that matters.
No, how does that matter? That doesn't make any sense.
That means
in fact, I think that's worse for him. The aura that he used to come in with, that kind of like, I wouldn't say carelessness, but that aura that he used to come in with, colorful hair, he's getting his hair dyed before, he's not taking the fight, he's taking it seriously, but to his opponent, he's not taking it seriously. I think that all played a factor in Sean O'Malley winning. And doing all his extra stuff. I've seen the thing where he's not doing streams. He's not smoking weed. Maybe that's for the better. I don't know. But I think that takes away from his aura, and that makes him potentially a worse fighter.
No, that's one of the dumbest things I've heard.
How? How?
What aura?
Yeah, you have an aura when you come into a fight game.
No, this ain't no Francis Ngannou. This ain't no John Jones. That's aura. People, when they step in, they're scared.
Sean O'Malley was knocking people out like crazy.
But I guarantee if you ask the top fighters in that division, Corey Sandhagen, Merab, Umar, no one's scared of Sean O'Malley. You're talking about like someone like Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira walks in, people are scared. Anderson Silva in his prime, people are scared.
No one was scared of Israel Adesanya, and he dominated everyone. People used to say the same thing about Izzy. Oh, they're not afraid of Izzy. We dominated everyone. Yeah,
I'm not saying nothing against coloring the hair. My point was, he's more serious in his training camp. He cut out all the distractions. He's into it. Also, Merab has a messed up pinky toe. So
I doubt that's to do anything to him.
So he can't. Yeah. He said if he kicks, it hurts. That was just a few weeks ago. So I think Sean O'Malley by knockout. Give me your prediction and let's, I
think Merab's winning this fight. I don't see Sean O'Malley knocking him out. I hope Sean O'Malley wins, but I don't see him knocking him out. I see Merab ragdolling him for 5 rounds. It's going decision, and I'm going to go Merab. Let us know what you guys think and tune into the UFC, and thank you for listening.